What's up, Eagles Nation? What's going on, NFL world? How you doing, Division Rivals? This is Stephen Hyder with Gate City Sports Channel, the sports channel where the cerebral NFL fan comes for about 10 minutes of daily content. All right, I just want to take a few seconds of your time, guys. I want to talk about Kenneth Gainwell, running back, Memphis.
First down, this is Kenneth Gainwell. Breaking free. Stays on his feet.
Long chain of these Memphis running backs coming out recently, guys. And Memphis has done a pretty good job of producing some pretty good players of late. Like, they do a really good job of identifying kind of top-end talent for a smaller college program. Kenneth Gainwell's no exception here, guys. Very interesting kind of prospect here. Like, I don't know how to explain him other than he's not Nyheim Hines of the Colts, a guy I'm familiar with. We both played at Garner High School. And he's also not Tyreek Hill. He's like an in-between. He's somewhere in between those two, right? You got Tyreek Hill, who was a college running back who became a wide receiver in the NFL. And then you got, Nyheim Hines, who was a running back in high school, then kind of got converted to a wide receiver at NC State, and then got converted back to a running back at NC State, and then into the league. He's still one of the best receiving backs in the league. You get a guy like Kenneth Gainwell, guys, that's the strength of his game. He can really catch the football for a running back.
They're looking for Gainwell. He makes the catch. Unbelievable.
To be straight up and honest with you guys, he's probably the best receiving back in this draft class. You can make a case for Michael Carter-Williams. I do think Michael Carter-Williams and Kenneth Gainwell have, kind of games that mirror each other a little bit. What I will say about him, though, is that you look at a kid like Kenneth Gainwell, and while I don't think he has, like, the elite top-end speed, man, you put this guy in space, he's pretty amazing. Like, he's very elusive. He's got good shake to him. He's very sudden. He's got what they call that twitch. It just means he's got a suddenness to him. He's got really good hips. He can move in and out of his breaks pretty easily, guys.
Great point, Olivia. On the run here, 2nd and 10. Oh, he hit him with the sauce. Inside.
And he accelerates in and out of speeds very well. Like, this is not a guy you would expect to see accelerate the way he does, but he's decent at it, right? He's a little on the light side. I mean, he's like 5'11", under 2. He's a sub 200-pound guy. He's under 200 pounds. But with that said, guys, he's tough. Like, if you watch his yak, right? If you go to his yak and you identify him by the yak, the yards after contact he's gaining, it's like 3.45 in 2019. That's the other side of this, guys, that stinks a little bit about breaking down Kenneth Gainwell. So he didn't play the 2020 season. He's one of a few of these guys that we're going to hear this draft class. Obviously, it's going to be a recurring theme because we all know what happened in 2020. But he didn't play. He didn't play in 2020, so, we don't have the consecutive years to kind of put together, per se. But, man, he was pretty good.
Gainwell on 2nd down. Has running room. Inside the 10. Still going. Touchdown.
In 2019. Now, while I don't think his frame really became a problem in terms of contact running the football, I thought that for a guy of his stature, he ran the ball physically. Like, he was not afraid to lower the shoulder and get into guys. I will say that I do have concerns about this young man at the next level, getting in pass pro and anchoring at that size, with a guy coming full speed at you that's got you by, at minimum, 20, 30 pounds, and probably significantly more than that. That does concern me a little bit. The next level, he's going to have a lot to learn there in terms of, kind of knowing how to anchor as a smaller guy. I mean, he may not serve too much purpose as a pass pro kind of guy in the immediate future. But, long term, guys with less stature have made it, to be quite honest. They've turned out to be pretty decent pass blockers.
Harder than he does. Nobody's more competitive.
The other thing I'll say that, kind of slight criticism, and you can kind of see this play out in the advanced analytics with him. If you look at his zone, running grade, it's not the highest. He's not very good. And at times I do think that there's an issue with him reading and identifying the hole. I don't know that he always shows the patience for that. I think that can get him in trouble. I think that's why he's really good at gap, where you have a defined gap, you just clear that gap out and you let him go through it. But when there's a little bit more nuanced, when you're running like a zone system and there's a little bit more nuance to it, you could see that he definitely needs a little bit more development there as a player.
Little counter step. Actually, it's Gainwell this time. And Gainwell.
At the end of the day, guys, I'll tell you this. This young man is a nightmare in space. You put this young man in space, whether it's through the running game, whether it's through the passing game, he could be really fun to watch at the next level, guys. I really think that he offers a lot of excitement in the game. Like, this is a guy that, you know, he's going to get the crowd on their feet. He's definitely that type of player.
Beavers out to the top of your screen. White looking that way. Completes the pass out to midfield. It's Gainwell still on his feet, still on the move, and Gainwell.
But I will ask is, you know, as I kind of look at it and I try to figure out is, I'm curious, might different coaching staffs see this young man in different ways? Like, some guys might just see him as a third down receiving back, change of pace kind of guy, never going to be a long-term projected kind of, you know, 200 plus carries a season type guy. Other teams might say like, hey, you know what? He needs to fill out the frame, but everything's there to be a 200 plus back. You know, he's still going to be in a complementary system, but he could be the lead guy in a complementary system. Other teams, I'm curious, might they look at a player like Kenneth Gainwell and say to themselves like, you know what? This guy's probably better suited to actually play in the slot as a wide receiver. Think Tyreek Hill, guys, like I'm basically what I'm alluding to. So you got like one end, like I said, guys, an Nyheim Hines type running back, or on the other hand, you got a Tyreek Hill type situation here. I don't know, guys. I mean, you know, different coaching staff is different ways of looking at it. I don't know. But I'll tell you this. No matter where Kenneth Gainwell gets drafted, he'll have my attention. Like, this is definitely a player that I will probably devote time to kind of follow just because his game intrigues me. I'm really interested to see how teams are going to use Kenneth Gainwell in the NFL. Because I do think that there's something to this young man. You know, it's not something you can put your finger on it. You know, it's a weird kind of game. I do wonder about the fit from college to the NFL and getting into the more nuanced systems of the NFL and all that stuff. I get it. But there's just something about it that makes you wonder, like, you know, deep down, I just feel like this guy's going to have a lot of intrigue. And this is a guy that, you know, might go 10 carries and only have 25 yards. And then all of a sudden, he's going to break one on you. And it's going to be a highlight reel type play. He just feels like that kind of player to me. So,
great karma you create as being a great teammate comes back for you and works for you. That pass complete.
All right, y'all, let me know your opinion. Leave your comments down below. What do you think of Kenneth Gainwell? Where are you guys at on him? I like him. I think that this is a very intriguing prospect. I think he's a little better, actually, physically than what people would suspect. I think he's a great receiving back. I mean, I think he's got all the, you know, the trademarks to make you feel confident this could be a very, very good football player in the future. But I want to know, what do you guys think? All right, guys, leave your comments down below. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee. Link is in the description below. Also, guys, don't forget to like and comment on the videos, what drives the algorithm and gets this suggested to other people. And last but not least, I would love to add you to the community, guys. I don't care what team you support, guys. I mean, this is a community where we like to talk advanced analytics and film. If you're in that kind of thing, I'd love to add you to the community. But in order to do that, guys, you've got to hit that subscription button. So, hit the subscription button is what I'm getting to, guys. All right, y'all. Peace. I'm out of here.
Out of the shotgun. Slings it complete.